Someone asked the question, is this also happening in our secondary schools today? The guy that was spraying money on his girlfriend in class.
These guys, they perform what they see.
Where was their teacher when all this was going on?
Things that are happening in the data institution now, they are now narrowing down to secondary school.
Yeah, exactly. If you were in that situation where someone is trying to spray you money like that at that age, what would have been your reaction?
If I was actually in our shoes, I would have said, stop this rubbish. Because if my mommy sees me, I'm dead.
P2B was in this podcast, and then he made a comment that we're going to turn night vigils into night shifts. Pastor Emmanuel Liren is one of the people saying he had no right to make such comment and all that. And he was telling people, protect your devotion to God.
For him to go straight to night vigil, he was maybe talking from experience of people he probably met. Because I know certain people, they go for night vigil from Monday till Sunday.
If those prayers that we have been doing
could
take us out of being poor, he would have done that for over 40 years.
Nigeria should have been richest.
And then when you look at like all some of these these developed countries, right? Developed nations, they don't do church like this.
So that is why you see many poor people in church.
Yeah.
And fewer rich people there.
£25,000 on his head because he murdered his own son.
Whether intentional or not intentional, what I know is that is tarnishing the image of other Nigerians there.
It wasn't mad before he left Nigeria. I feel something is wrong with him here. Maybe before he left.
Light Africa is the #1 podcast that gets to illuminate your mind and, just turns that bulb inside your mind, and then you can see everything in a clearer view and a clearer light. Today, we have a lot to talk about. In fact, we better start getting into it. But before we start, please, I would like you to subscribe to our channel. And whatever it is that you have to say, we want to listen to you and we want to hear what you have to say. So please go to the comment section and make a comment, right? And then please turn on the notification button so that every single time we drop a video, you get notified. Then we'd like you to share and like this video as well. Without further ado, I would like to introduce my co-hosts. My name is Kyon Kennedy, and with me on the show, from my far right, is our one and only prompt to do it guy, the guy who touches anything and it turns to gold, Mr. Solomon.
Hello, how you guys doing? My name is Solomon, and I'm here for you guys today.
Exactly, he's here to dismantle every table today. Yeah. And with us also next to Solomon, it's someone who wouldn't just dismantle the table today. I mean, this is the gang kind of lady. And today, she's actually going to use all the tables for firewood. And this person is no one else. Miss Annabelle.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah. So we have a lot that we want to deliberate on. We have a lot that we want to dismantle. We'll have a lot that we want to dismember. And getting right to it, someone asked the question, Mr. Solomon, and the person said, is this also happening in our secondary schools today?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you know what it is. Guess what? The guy that was spraying money on his girlfriend in class. And these are people who are supposed to be like teenagers, right? They are teenagers in their secondary, probably junior secondary or senior secondary, whatever class it is. Spraying money on a girl is her birthday. Okay, growing up, this is unthinkable. This is unimaginable. But, I mean, he's here with us. What do you think about that?
Well, you see, now, these days now, it's as if living in a digital world now is now a sin. Because I believe these guys, they perform what they see. Do you understand? And first of all, there are some factors that are embodied with it. First of all, I will talk about the economic factor. In a stage where there's possibility that those, maybe the guy that is spraying money, maybe like is the babu of the family, and or the breadwinner of the family. That is the reason why they are not cautioned. I'm talking about the economic factor in alliance with the parental factor.
I'm sorry, but breadwinner of the family at 16, at 15.
That's why I'm saying
I mean,
economic factor.
yeah.
In the sense that those guys spray money, looking at them, you know that they got that money from illegal means.
Definitely. I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
For illegal means. And why I'm bringing that breadwinner issues in the sense that those guys have been performing such acts at home.
Yeah.
When they bring it to school. And they were never warned about it. Maybe those guys are the breadwinner of the family and the parents were silent about it.
So that this has something to do with upbringing, right?
Upbringing number one.
Yeah.
And what we see in the economy, social media.
Social media
influence.
You know, I know that none of us is an original of himself. We all are an influence of something. Something has actually influenced us up to what we are, whether it's the good influence or the bad influence, right? So how much of social media influence would you say this is, Annabelle?
Based on the video I watched,
Yes.
I would like to say the first thing is things like this could have been happening everywhere, like in certain secondary schools, and we never got to know about it because there was no, videoing and all that.
Exactly.
I felt for those guys, because I like to say guys because of his friends, to think of videoing and posting it, it means they want to show off.
Okay.
Yes, they want to be among the big guys trending on social media, so everybody should see their spraying. So I want to say social media actually influenced them in a negative way in that aspect, because I want to believe that many things you can see on social media and you can actually think to emulate rather than that. And I want to ask a question that where was their teacher when all this was going on?
I think the teachers
that will fall back to educational factor, because there are a lot of factors that are involved with it. You see, when I started, I said, one, we have parental factor, we have environmental factor. Now, what he's saying now is based on educational factor. Why? Because you see, things that are happening in the tertiary institution now, they are now narrowing down to secondary school.
Yeah, exactly.
In case of fraternity now, courtism.
Yes.
Initially before,
Yeah.
we see that
in the university,
but now it's in secondary school. And it's not taken now. It's narrowed down to primary school.
It's already there. It's already there.
So you understand me? That's the reason why our government need to check and balance our external factor, and most especially the public. But the video I saw, it shows that environment like the public schools settings. You understand?
But the government can do so, as in there's not so much that they can do really. I think the family, the family, that's the smallest unit of the society, right?
Of course.
And I think the bulk of the work is on their table. I think the bulk of the work is on their table.
That is also based to, you see, what about social media is when a parent or when a man or a father or anybody want to raise his or her child, like the boy child or the girl child, no matter how advice the parents give that child, if that child goes online, na different thing again. That's linking to social media again.
Exactly. You
no matter the caution, hey, this that. If that child goes online, different. Look at what happened to the last time we discussed about that guy in Bethesda.
Yeah.
Do you know that guys that are under 18 that have phone can say, give me the link now. Give me the link.
They're already inspired.
And those things can poison the mind.
Did you see? Sorry, just.
Sure, you see.
Did you see that Bethesda manpower thing that's been sold?
Nigerians. Oh God.
Because they already have a Bethesda manpower of that.
What I saw was like Nigerian movie.
The movie. No, I actually saw the manpower that is being sold. You drink it, you're good to go.
You see?
That's crazy.
Ken, I think social media now need to be regulated. Why? Because earlier this month, in Australia, if you are below 16 years, you cannot use social media.
Oh.
Yes.
If you're not up to 16.
Yeah, below 16.
Yeah. You can't use social media. You see, and when Lai Mohammed under the administration of this Babangida,
Yeah.
Buhari.
Yeah.
He tried to regulate social media, but it was backlashed.
Yeah,
He was dragged.
I think Desmond Elliott mentioned something like
Something
that.
like that.
and
It was like, to you, that's when your
Mm.
national media not help
he
you.
was drawn
You know, that
apart.
kind of thing. I think
Yeah.
for now it should be regulated
Yeah,
or monitored
because of the influence
what these guys
of
are
it.
seeing online is spoil the mind.
Exactly. But if you were in that situation, I don't know if if you were in that situation where someone is trying to spray you money like that at that age, what would have been your reaction?
Well, I'm going to start with when I was that age.
At that age, yeah.
I was thinking about to
You know
pass my
something-
WAEC. I wasn't even thinking of boys. I want to say something again.
You won't
Why?
blush, please.
Wait
Please,
now, wait
don't
now.
do
Wait.
Okay,
I
as a
just,
lady, you see Escobar.
I just want to
Pablo.
I just want to say something. The
Yeah.
thing is that, for one, I'm going to believe that is not SS3 class.
Okay.
In the video, they are not in SS3.
Yeah.
I want to believe that there should not be anything like I have a girlfriend at that stage.
At that age.
I feel like it is based on the influence, like you said, from home.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be from their family. Maybe from other brothers in the community.
Exactly.
They have
And
different
social media,
yeah.
so,
So the first thing is there should not be something like that, a boyfriend or girlfriend. To the extent that I'm even proud about it. He even made her a frame. Come on, how is she going to explain that at home? The frame was in the video if you watched closely.
Whoa,
she was holding the frame
was just
and he
looking at
was
the money,
spraying
I
out
couldn't-
20 naira. Oh
Yeah.
God. So the thing is, if I was actually in her shoes,
Yeah.
I would have said, stop this rubbish. Because if my mommy sees me, I'm dead.
And you
The girl was bold though. She was enjoying
first of
it.
all, the way you think of love when you are 16 is not the way you think about it when you're 26.
I don't think they're
And it's
assistant.
different from the way you think about it when you're 36. You
Of
get
course.
so the euphoria of it and all your being the envy of all your friends and then
Okay,
Come
okay.
on,
Should I
come on.
should I actually bust your brain?
Bust it.
Because for that guy to be spraying money like that and the girl feeling that confident,
Yeah.
I want to believe they have been going to club.
Yeah, that's a plus one.
Yes, because the way that guy was spraying the money, he wasn't spraying it like an amateur.
But
He was spraying it
she
like-
was kind of like shy.
Was she?
You understand?
She was pretending. You know that that thing you do when you don't want to like, so it won't look like you're too excited, but you are
Yeah.
loving it.
Oh,
That's what she
yeah.
was doing.
Yeah, it was.
So I want to believe that if you're going to start regulating social media and all that, let's say in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you have to start ID card. Like there's a way they do it
you
in
know
like,
the way they buy alcohol and
yeah,
you
you
have
have
to
to,
have
yes.
this ID
So I
card.
think
It's
that
like,
should
wow.
also be used in clubs, in
Mhm.
hotels, and on social media too, something like that.
Wow.
So that's how we can help ourselves.
Wow, that's crazy. So, do you think there's any other thing that can be done to re-influence the people? As in, like social media have taken over. There's no check and balance. It's nothing
Yes.
apart from the what's it called, regulating it as an age restrictions and stuff like that. Do you think there's any other way, as it is now, that we can be able to influence the younger people to know, as in this is the way to go, this is not the way to go, stuff like that?
It will be very difficult in a bit because we are in a global village now. We are living in a global village now, and things are not like before. Imagine those days. If I'm a guy, I want to propose to a lady, we do it codedly.
Yeah.
But now we want to do it in the public.
Everybody will see us.
And
Exactly.
check most times that
No
it's
shame.
even causing more harm self. You see slap, bah, boat, bah, yeah. You understand? So I think we should start to live our private life back.
Exactly.
Just go out to my private life.
Okay. So enough of all these children. I mean, as a parent, you don't even know what they go through thinking about their children outside. But then let's talk about this. You have no right to make such comments. And this is Pastor Emmanuel Irene talking to the presidential candidates of Labour Party, the last one, which is Peter Obi. Right? You have no right to make such comment. What comment was it? Peter Obi was in this podcast, and then he made a comment that we're going to turn night vigils into night shifts, referring to the productivity of the Nigerian populace and how we can be more productive and all that. So that's what he said, and a lot of people thought he was attacking Christianity, he was attacking God, he was attacking the church, he was attacking. So people all came for him and all that. So I don't know. Pastor Emmanuel Liren is one of the people who was, audacious and vocal about it and saying he had no right to make such comment and all that. And he was telling people, protect your devotion to God, protect your devotion. I'm like, okay, so how did we get here? What do you think? You saw the story.
Yeah, I saw the video, and you see, right before now, that this debate between religious people and people that are non-religious people. You understand? What Peter Obi said to him, maybe it might just be business minded. Because I
Who
watched
is business minded? Him?
Peter
The
Obi.
pastor is business minded.
No,
Peter Obi is business minded. Okay,
because
you don't think the pastor too is business minded?
it's just minded, but his statements, Pastor Eric took it on another dimension.
No.
So
What I mean is, don't you think what he said is propelled by being business minded?
Is it by
The
the
pastor,
pastor?
yeah. What the pastor said, wasn't it propelled by a business mind?
No, it wasn't, because I believe there's time for everything. And if there can be time for night vigil, and there can be time for night shifts.
Okay, so now where I'm going is this. Like, calculate it. If people cut down the number of night vigil and church activities that they attend, don't you think it will affect the income of the church? Right? So, yeah, it will affect the income of the church, and that's one of the reasons why he can be able to make such statement, because
now, first of all,
business
Brother
mind.
Kenny, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The church is not a profit oriented.
What church? You need to be specific.
Churches are not profit
Wait,
oriented.
is it that they are
But
not,
you-
or they
you
are
said-
not
you
supposed
said income.
to be
you
profit
you
oriented?
said income.
Income, yeah.
So anything income is, you are saying the church is profit oriented.
I'm sorry, you are outside the church. You don't know they call it income in the church. They call it income in the church. Oh,
I don't know. I
I have
don't know
actually
that.
been part of the system.
Okay.
It's called income in the church.
I don't know that. Because
Oh, yeah, that's the word.
I believe income deals with profit and business.
Yeah, okay,
So that's my.
now
I said,
what you're saying is like it's not
initially,
supposed to be.
Initially, the church, from my own wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, your
wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
The church is not profit oriented. So that is it.
I just see that in your mind.
and listening, and you see, he said he was talking about productivity hour.
Yeah.
And night vision hours.
Exactly.
So there's a dimension for it. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I watched the cast where he was saying he was a student.
Yeah.
And he has seen Savannah branch, something like that.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
he was talking out of business mind.
He's a businessman,
Yeah,
actually.
talking about
He's a
businessman.
businessman. He
So
always says he's a trader.
That was the reason why that the priests came in.
Okay.
And you know that the priests are fighting the body of Christ.
Oh, you think he's fighting the body of Christ?
Yes.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay, so it
In a
depends
way.
on what you think the body of Christ is,
Yes.
actually. It depends on what you refer to as
Although
the body
I'm
of
not the
Christ.
pastor.
Okay, so
I'm not
you're
the
not
pastor.
an insider.
Yes, I'm not the pastor, but at least I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So
because this got a lot of people talking, you get, and I understand where Pastor Emmanuel is coming from, and rightfully so. I understand clearly, because there is no how your income will be attacked and you will keep quiet and watch it go. There is no how. So I'm a businessman as well, so I get it. Like, I fight who fights my income, and that's okay. I mean, bills have to be paid, right?
of course.
So you can imagine discouraging people from going to church. Already in this generation that we are, a lot of people are being, you understand, not being motivated to keep doing church, really, because of everything that is going on, and how the sincerity of the pastors have been put on the table several times, and then we can see that a lot of it has always been circled around money, right? All the issues circled around money. So a lot of people are already having that doubt. So you adding this again just authenticates what they are already feeling.
Of course.
What do you think?
Well, I'm going to say we should not divert
you can't tell anyone what to do.
No, I'm just going to okay, let me just say that I think we're moving away from what the main point is here.
Okay, which is?
Okay, let me just start like this. I'm sorry, I'm just stating my own opinion.
Of course.
Okay.
For Peter Obi to actually say that the fact that people go to night vigil is affecting the productivity of the country or the economy, or
Yeah.
I want to ask, when you say night shift,
Yeah.
That means there are people that work in the morning and people that work in the
Exactly.
night. We don't do that like that in Nigeria.
Depends on where you live.
Depends. Let's just say majority. We don't do that.
Okay, shouldn't we be doing it? Seeing how unproductive we are.
If we are to do something like that, that means we have to get paid per hour.
Yeah, shouldn't we?
One, that is the first point.
That's a way forward, right?
That's the first point.
Yeah.
The second one is that night vigil is talking about. For me, I felt for him to go straight to night vigil, he was maybe talking from experience or people he probably met. Because I know certain people, they go for night vigil from Monday till Sunday.
Exactly.
You understand? But then I want to say night vigil is actually let me just say, for example, I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
I go to night vigil from Monday to Sunday. It's my personal decision. I go to work.
It's your personal decision.
Yes, I go to work, let's say by 7, I come back by 6. I decide to prepare for vigil around 10 or 11. Then I go back to work again the following day and I get to work at 7. It doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect. It will affect you at work.
That-
If you're consistently
it will
losing
affect
sleep.
you.
That is if it is consistent. That was what Pastor Manu was trying to say.
Yeah.
Because it says something like, that is for people that, I think if you like watch, it says
Yeah,
something
I did.
about people that maybe go from Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
But when you say often, that's like 2 times in a week.
In
Going
a
for
month.
vigil 2 times in a month or once in a month
Yeah.
doesn't stop your productivity.
No, it doesn't.
It
and
doesn't.
And I don't think Peter B was trying to say don't go for night vigil.
Yes.
Well, it sounded
No,
like
he wasn't.
it.
No, he wasn't trying to say that. He's just saying it because because Nigerians do these things a lot.
Yes.
We do these things a lot.
Yes.
So he was just trying
to me, it was business-minded talk. So yes,
And-
of course, yes.
Okay, the truth is,
Okay, yeah.
I was listening to
What's
him.
your mind?
Yeah.
So what's mine?
I just want to say something like, since we have been working,
Yeah.
I want to say since we have been working from 7 to maybe 8 or 9. Please, who is like the majority in Nigeria? Are we rich like Peter Obi?
Yeah, since
Are
we
we?
have been working.
Yeah, like working from 7 in the morning to maybe 9 or 8.
Mhm.
Have we been able to like get that level?
Become more
You know,
economical.
they say something
Step by
about
step, step by
Nigerians
step.
in
But-
poverty level and all that.
Exactly.
Please, why haven't
No,
we
we're
reasoned
still
past
there. We're
that?
still in that poverty
We are-
level.
we are- we are working on it.
Poverty
We are working on
capital
it.
Oh, okay. Why
of the
why
whole
haven't we
world.
like reasoned from that level too?
Exactly. Now, if those prayers that we have been doing
Really?
could take us out of being poor, he would have done that for over 40
Ni-
years. that
Nigeria
these major
should have been
churches have been
richest-
existing.
richest country now.
Most of these major
Go to
churches have been
Ibadan.
existing for over 40 years.
Go to
right now.
go to Ibadan and see
And
camps.
they have been doing all this night vigil and all that, but it was even then that we now became the poverty capital of the
Oh,
world.
come on, please.
Just to tell you
I
that
beg
it's
to
not
differ.
producing the kind of result that it should produce.
Of
And then
course.
when you look at like some of these these developed countries, right? Developed nations, they don't do church like this.
we Africans.
Not like they don't
Africans
do church
are
at
very-
all.
we
They
overdo.
don't do church like this. And that's where the problem is. And because they work more than we do here.
Yes.
Yeah, they work more than we do here.
Yeah,
That's the
many
thing.
jobs.
And then why don't we copy what they do and see if it will produce results for us? That's what he was trying to say. It's not like he said,
Yes.
disclaimer, that he's a Christian and then he's committed and he attends church. So it's not like he's fighting against the body of you know
Like-
Nigerians are smart in fighting. You're fighting against the body of Christ, please.
Annabelle, let me tell you something. I've worked with Indians and I work with Chinese.
Okay.
Okay. An average Indian or an average Chinese don't believe in God. They believe in manpower. You understand? An
Yeah.
average Indian and an average Chinese, they don't believe in God. They believe in manpower.
In your productivity.
That's the
all.
productivity he's talking about.
That's the thing.
Well-
I'm not saying like, as an individual, I don't serve God. Though.
Exactly.
You
Yeah, I
understand?
get,
But
I
then you
get.
use that. Put more effort.
Yeah.
But I think what it was Peter B was trying to say, and I think he should have said it in such a way
Yeah.
like this, that if we could put the same energy we put into church,
No,
Into
it
our-
can't be the same. You have to cut back one to be able to channel it into the other.
If you could
It's
put-
not like you, for instance, now you're attending church 13 hours in a day.
In a day.
You have to cut it back and
It's too
put
much.
the energy
It's too much.
into doing something about
that's
your
what
life.
I'm trying to say. Like if we could actually put, let's say, more than half of the energy we put into church in our normal life,
Yeah.
many people won't be like starving. Like we won't be facing
Exactly.
anything.
You wouldn't
That
even be
would
the
that would have been a nicer
capital
way of saying
poverty
it.
of the world.
Rather than
in the first
saying
place.
night video. You should have just said stop going to church.
It was just
You could have just said that
Bracken.
for me.
Bracken, when I was in school, there was this lady. This lady is extraordinarily brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not judging now.
It's okay. Just say what you want to say.
Allegedly,
please.
you understand?
Yeah.
But when this lady began these church activities,
Oh my God.
our results fell. Sorry to say, I'm just saying, our results almost say our GP.
That happens.
Then they come down. Because now church.
You know they get time.
You get God, yeah, she don't get time again. You understand? So there's some things, but on a nutshell, we should also blame our government for poverty, because
This government have taken it back to back.
we need to increase our GDP. We should also blame our government.
Yeah, we should.
There should be more employment opportunities.
But I feel like according to the story you said, that I want to bring out something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think someone said something like that. When you are serving God, even in the Bible itself, God only picked one day. I think there's a part where it says people should not work on a specific day.
Yeah.
Just one day. You understand?
But it's not enough for Nigerians.
Thank you. Because we overdo. We have it. So that is why you see many poor people in church.
Yeah.
And fewer rich people there.
Fewer rich people.
Yes, those rich people
And
only
the
go on
rich
Sunday.
The
The
rich
rich
people
ones are the
were
one
not
that-
made rich by coming to church.
Thank you.
And they are now recognized
Even
by the
though-
church.
Of course, if you don't have
Now
money,
they
in church,
front
you're
seat.
wasting your time.
I know many
You won't be
people that
recognized.
would lock up their shops and go to church.
Yeah.
Not on a Sunday, mind
Yeah.
you. Like Monday, Tuesday,
Weekly
there's always a
activities.
program in the church.
Yeah.
Every
And they go to
single
church
day.
to pray for
And they
prosperity.
close their shop. And when people want to get things, they're like, where's this woman? She's in the church. Go and call her in the
They'll
church.
say you're not serious.
Like, for
Exactly.
me, I feel like it is. I'm not going to call that person a Christian again. I'm going to call that person a fanatic.
A fanatic.
Yes. Because you can't, that's overdue. Even God said, did not send you down. Now you go do
Exactly.
down by yourself.
Who go pay your bills?
Thank
I'm
you.
also glad that Pastor Emmanuel apologized. Aaron, apologized for, like, yes, he knew, because I think he acted on impulse and emotions.
And now
Actually,
the matter
that's
now-
why I tell
the
you,
matter now-
when you want to touch someone's income, they just flip. So I think he flipped, and thank God he apologized, because, after all, we're all one at the end of the day, right?
Right.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing.
I can still remember vividly. At least I think there was a time that this same Peter Obi, when he was campaigning, he went to Experience.
He went to a lot of
Many churches.
So
yeah.
I believe he's still a
So
Christian.
you should
He knows-
patronize them. Stop.
But I felt
help
like
them grow.
I feel like Pastor Emmanuel should not have said anything.
He should
Christendom
not have.
and I would say
He's-
politics doesn't
that
mix
was
well.
his
senior
It doesn't
colleague.
mix
That was
well.
his-
His senior colleagues didn't say anything.
That was
He
why.
shouldn't have
They
said
just
anything.
allowed.
That was
they
why.
allowed- he
That
shouldn't
was why
have
that the
just-
freeze was laughing.
Exactly.
That okay, that's no money again. If they don't come church.
No
Aye.
money day.
No,
the
that
thing
was-
is that you cannot stop Nigerians from being gullible. It doesn't matter what. Do you see? You can't stop Nigerians from being gullible.
Well, did
Look
anyone
at
put their hands in their pockets?
Eh?
Nobody puts their hands in their pockets. They
are
decided
nobody,
to.
but they are easily manipulated. We are impressionists. You understand? Look at the easy ones that you know that this thing is just fake. This thing is rubbish. People, you will see crowd there. So you can't take it from us. It's just who we are. We are always looking for what to worship, who to worship, what to get involved. We're always looking for things like that. So anyone who is interested in starting anything, do you know there's Church of Satan even in Nigeria here?
Yes.
And there are members.
Yes.
So see, it doesn't matter what it is. You will get them. You will get your fans. They're always there. That's the thing, right? All these church sometimes just
Sometimes go.
conversations.
It
I
go
feel like I
far.
put my mouth.
It go far. It's very debatable. So
I'm telling
we
you,
continue
and
till
a lot
tomorrow.
of
We're not
a lot
gonna
of
finish.
people like to avoid the church conversations, right?
Yes,
yes,
So, touch on our anointed,
I do
so
my
that
purpose.
I do
one
my
tongue that
purpose.
doesn't strike someone. All right,
no.
see, let's just move from here. I'll talk about this guy who have 25,000. Was it pounds now or dollars?
Dollars.
On his head because he murdered his own son. 25,000 pounds on his head because he murdered his own son. Actually was abused,
Yes.
and then eventually the child died. What's the problem? He said the war and he's Nigerian, so Americans are looking for him. So what's up with this? I heard he came back into Nigeria.
According to them, they said this guy has helping hand from Nigeria. He's
Ah.
relative.
Okay,
Yes.
so now what's the helping hand is that they helped him kill his child,
No, they're
or
helping
they're
him
helping him escape. Okay, they're helping him escape.
Oh my God.
You see,
But do you think that was intentional?
whether intentional or not intentional, what I know is that he's tarnishing the image of other Nigerians there.
He's tarnishing the image of
Yes,
Nigerians.
and they want to arrest him now because like he's posting a threat
Yeah,
to the public.
to the public.
Because they say, if you can do this to your own child, what about other children? And the most painful thing is that is in number 15 wanted in the 15 since the ages
Just
of
because of that,
15
and this
wanted.
happened in 2017.
That one thing you know about America.
This is like
They don't forget
how many
this
years
is-
now?
By 2020,
7 years
by
now.
2024, it happened in 2017.
7 years ago. Wow.
Don't joke to Americans.
Wow. I think this has something to do with how we raise our children as Nigerians. What do you think?
Yeah. Because for you to, as a man or as a father, for you to think of beating up your infant, I want to believe infant is 0 to 3 or 4 or maybe
Yeah.
5.
3 months.
3 months.
The child was 3 months.
3 months.
Until the child had injuries. The child didn't die that day though.
Yeah.
Later on. So I want to
He
feel
was hospitalized.
the man's mental state. Was he mad before he left Nigeria? Or is it that when he got there, something happened to him and he decided to run mad?
Oh,
Because
wow.
even in Nigeria, no, it's the truth. Even in Nigeria, you can hardly see a father beating up a
A child like that.
fathers don't even beat like that. They don't like.
Yes.
It's more of the mothers that do that.
Mm.
So I feel something is wrong with him here. Maybe before he left, because not all of us are normal. Like it's true. You understand?
Wow.
Maybe probably got there and he started to just something just went up
And
in his
flips.
brain. And then for him to escape, I want to believe that man is somewhere in Nigeria in a
He has to be in Nigeria.
yeah, because obviously
He has to be in
they
this-
have been looking
in
for him
this
since
our Nigeria.
2017 till now.
2017.
Till now. And they
Omo,
can't-
what village is it? Maybe we should just tell the public, whatever, if you know the village. Someone said, don't even give me the 25,000. I will fish out this man by myself. Wow.
I just need the picture. That money is valuable.
That's crazy. Wow, we've had an amazing time today. An amazing time trying to, have this banter, do this gist in this lounge. Thank you so much for coming around. We also want to know what you think, and then we want to also deliberate on that. So put it down in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Thank you so much for coming around. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. And click on the notification button so that you get notified every single time that a video drops. Don't forget to also like and share this video. My name remains Kayon Kennedy.